Good evening, everyone. My name is Faidatou Oseni. I'm from Cote d'Ivoire. I am the presenter of today. My presentation, first of all, I would like to present the International Internship University, which is IIU. IIU is the world's first internship-based virtual university, which build a better and brighter future for all young learners and is committed to provide quality, accessible, affordable, and skill-based and location-independent education to learners. It was a team of high caliber and experienced global educators. IIU has been accredited and affiliated with the World Education Organization, which is WEO, and the International Accreditation Organization, IAO, with all the world's top universities and the educational institution through the platform of massive open online course, which is also called MOOC. IIU provides various certificates and diploma courses. There's always that one person who has the vision, the thoughts, the idea, and behind a successful venture and organization. If we talk about the man behind the success of IIU, is none other than our beloved co-founder of IIU, who is Mr. Piyush Pandit. Piyush Pandit. He concocted the world's first virtual internship university during a pandemic. During the pandemic, the International Internship University, what we call today IIU. Then after this introduction after this presentation, let me introduce myself to you firstly. My name is Faidatou Oseni. I am, first of all, a student at English Department of University Alassane Ouattara in Master 1 of Linguistics, of Didactics 2. I am also the president of WALSI Young Leaders Committee, which aim at helping children to have good education by empowering them with informatics and English courses, also by helping them with all those things. I'm also the General Secretary at CD, which is Club de Débat Universitaire, which is an NGO which helps students also to take the floor before people. So we deliver courses of public speaking and all those things. I'm also an alumni of YALI, Young African Leaders Initiative, which is an American program which aims at developing the leadership skills in the participants. I'm also the alumni of IES, Annual Youth Education and Empowerment Summit, Liberia, which is a summit which has been held in Liberia in 2009, which aim at informing people about how can we think about education when it comes to our continent, Africa. I am also the founder and the CEO of ELI, which is English Language Learning Institute. ELI is an enterprise, a company of learning English as a second language, because here in my country, the official language is French. So I just opened this institute in order to help people to speak English and also have the opportunity to find courses and to also have the scholarship, to get scholarship easily to go and study in an Anglophone country. Now, the topic which has been, that is what what I am. So I've just finished my introduction. I will now start with the topic that has been submitted to me. So the topic of today is female leadership in volunteerism. So before go deeper in this topic, I will just define some keywords in this topic. So the first keyword here is leadership. Leadership is consists in two terms. Leadership is consists in two terms. We have leader and we have ship. Leader, who is a leader? A leader is someone who lead. Is a person. It might be a male or a female. So it's a person who has a vision, who takes to conduct them to that vision. So that is the leader. And when we call the ship is just a little word add to leader in order to which mean the fact of. So leadership in short, it is the activity of leading. It's the fact of someone to have the vision and to take the lead, okay, to take the lead over the other persons in order to take them to the vision it has at the beginning, okay. So we also have volunteerism as a second keyword of this session. Volunteerism is the fact of someone to choose of the fact of someone choice to work freely or at a very lower price to do a work which will which will help the community to to be happy. So a price, I can say the fact of someone own choice to work freely or at a very lower price to do a work which goes along with the happiness of the community or the society. So we can have the example of UN, United Nations, and UNESCO, which is an affiliated organization of UN, which also I mean fight or fight against illiteracy, please. So UNESCO promote the culture and education around the world. UNICEF also aim at promoting uh, the children around the world by giving them the rights, the right to education, whatever comes to children. So now we are going to focus on the very important point of our presentation, which is we are going to, I can say, we are going to point out the importance matter that is how female leading in voluntary work can help shaping our community level up. So in other words, I can say, in other words, women can help, how women can help building an equitable society by taking in, I can say, by taking in voluntary work in the country and also the entire world. So first of all, I will say that woman has been given a natural gift, okay, a God-given gift, which permits women, for example, to take care of the person with her, to take care of the person at around her. So firstly, women have the natural gift, as I said, which is to take care of the others without any payment. So imagine that naturally woman is embedded with this, I can say this value. And if she invests this value in volunteerism, she will impact more a community. Okay, she will impact more a community. So how can women with that gift impact a community? Women can impact a community by volunteerism, by putting at a community service education. Okay, for example, when women are educated, it will permit them, first of all, to find themselves, to know things themselves, and put that knowledge at the service of the community, of the society. Okay, I can take the example of Malala Yousafzai from Pakistan. Malala is someone who will fight for education because her herself could have not been maybe educated if she didn't fight at that time. So because she received education, even if it's by maybe fighting, so she also fights against illiteracy. Okay, illiteracy, because illiteracy is the big problem of our country, of our world today, because for the lack of education, we are exposed to all ignorance. We are exposed to all kind of ignorance if we are not educated. So women can serve a community, women can volunteer for a community by putting at a community service what we call education, by giving back what she has learned, for example, maybe at school or in life, to the other person in order to empower them. The second point is that women can also help by putting, let's say, entrepreneurship skills to the service of a community. I'll explain. For example, we have many female leaders who really are inspiring. They are inspiring us around the world. I can call the name of Oprah Winfrey. We also have Priyanka Chopra, who are entrepreneurs in the community, and they took that entrepreneurship skills, they put it at the community service by empowering the others. I mean, the others female in the world, the other female in the world. Okay. For example, like me, because I will follow those women who will inspire, we will inspire the new generation that we are. And the third point is the medicine skills, right? The medicine skills, which is also we have in our community right now. Firstly, if women, for example, have a natural gift that, as I said at the earlier, but in also add the skills of medicine, for example, it will be a big, I mean, a big good thing in the community. So we can take we can take, for example, the example of the Red Cross. We have many women. We have many women in Red Cross, which is also an international organization of volunteerism. So I really encourage young female leaders to be really engaged in the community, because volunteerism is something which will help our community to really be at the top of the planet. Because today, money cannot resolve all things. We should have some commitment. We should do things for our community freely without any payment. So for women, I will tell you to be really engaged in your community, because it will permit to have the gender balance. The gender balance, as we can all know today, the issue of gender is at the stake. Around the world, we still have some women who do not have the quality right that they're supposed to have, just because they are women. You will clearly see that in some community, women are not allowed to be educated simply because they are women. You will clearly see also in some other community that women do not have right to own a land simply because she's a woman. So I will just it will be a kind of appeal. It will give a kind of appeal from me to women in order to be engaged in the community, because if we do not engage ourselves in voluntary work at all domains, it will be difficult for us to fight against all this ignorance, to fight against all this injustice that we have been going through in our community, in our society, even when it comes to the entire planet. So that is I'm just going to the end of my presentation, but before handing this presentation, I would just like, as I was saying earlier, I'll just push and appeal to all the women across the world. So all women across the world, I would say you should also have that vision. You should be that female. You should be that woman who will take the others to, to fulfill your vision. So thank you so much for your, for having listened to me, for your attention. So if you have question, I'm open to all kind of question. Thank you so much. And that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.